What's up, guys? My name is Farouk, and this is essentially going to be me talking about why it's taken me so long to watch One Piece and why it took me so long to finish Skypiea. So, no intro or anything. Y'all know my journey. My journey to watching One Piece started like end of last year. Got through it to Skypiea was when I really started making content around it. I made a couple of TikToks around Alabasta, which is a very, very good arc. I don't know what the only thing I remember right now from it is one, obviously the introduction to Nico Robin, but two, Luffy smacking the shit out of Vivi. But onto Skypiea. It took me like 6 months to finish Skypiea. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. And I'm honestly not even mad at it because like the way life is, bro, like I just don't have time to watch anime that much anymore. It's not 2020, bro. You feel me? Like I can't be watching, 5 hours a day, just grinding anime and shit, or just any like Netflix shows. As a matter of fact, I watched one like episode on One Piece, which is already shortened down, maybe like a couple of days. You know what I mean? And I may even start reading the manga if I really want to catch up. But the one thing that One Piece teaches me is that it's all about the journey, right? So why the hell would I rush trying to complete One Piece when the whole theme of One Piece is that life is all about the journey and being in the present moment, right? I made a TikTok video about how like I wasn't gonna be rushing my One Piece journey because I thoroughly want to enjoy the series. And I have thoroughly enjoyed the series thus far. There's a lot of slow moments, but there's a lot of moments that I recognize that I didn't know I've seen before. Like I talk about in Skypiea, how the Luffy singing the folklore in the forest, or how I've heard that before. The Enaru's face when he made that one like surprise face when he found out Luffy was immune to electricity. I did not know that was from Skypiea, bro. It's the funniest shit ever to finally come across that in real time and have the same reactions to people who had, that same experience 20, 25, maybe even 30 years ago now. You know what I mean? So it's very, very amazing, bro, to witness that and to, enjoy it, bro. You know what I mean? Enjoy. As of right now, I'm currently interning at, I'm currently in a hotel that I'm interning for, and it's been like great. Like it's a blessing to be in, a position to where I can just film in my own hotel and then record and do whatever I want essentially. But at the same time, it's also been like kind of, struggled with work and stuff like that, and struggling with balance. And I miss my mom and my family a lot. Yeah, but like that again, you can just relate everything to One Piece because of course Luffy going out on his journey means he's not gonna see Shanks anymore. He's not gonna see Ace, he's not gonna see, a lot of his family members, but he determined what he wanted to do and decided to go for it. So who am I to be like, oh, like I don't want to be uncomfortable, or I don't want to chase my dreams, or I just want to be safe all the time, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things to where like One Piece has taught me so much on like just anime in general has taught me so much. I was just rewatching Samurai Champloo the other day, episode number 14, to where, Mugen's the main character, and he comes across some of his old friends that were with him during the slums, bro. And they stopped becoming friends because they thought he died after they slimed him. They betrayed him, and they let him to die. And when they realized that he didn't die, they try to make another deal. The same thing happens to where they think they're gonna get some money grinding some mission out, and they betray him again. You know what I mean? So it's just, it just teaches me that just because you've known somebody for a long time doesn't mean that they have your best interest at heart. You know what I mean? You can learn so much from all pieces of media. You know what I mean? And back to Skypiea, I think Skypiea is one of the best representations of, imperialism. You know what I mean? Even today, with the genocide happening in Gaza, bro. And I hate, disclaimer, bro, disclaimer. I hate comparing fiction to real life. I do. I truly despise it. But if we're gonna find relativity in nonfiction, if we're gonna find relativity in fiction and see how fiction can, see how fiction can kind of not fully represent, but teeny tiny bit represent what's going on in real life, the whole issue with the Chandelorians and the native Skypeans, that's an issue that could relate, even if it's 0.00001%, because we all know nothing in fiction can ever compare to what's happening over there in real life. You know what I mean? So, but there is some similarity there, you know, and if that can teach somebody to represent what's truly going on, then I feel like that's valid. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. When it comes to me watching One Piece, I'm just not gonna rush that journey, and I'm gonna continue to document my journey for sure, and hopefully like my pace can speed up just so I'm more consistent with my content. But I think that's just what I wanted to tell you guys today, that I'm not gonna ever like stop watching One Piece. I may take a break from it, of course, just so I can watch other things, but One Piece is all about the journey, and and the story itself has taken almost 30 years, right? So it's a lot of patience required to, you know, go throughout this show, you feel me? So yeah, that's basically why I'm not rushing it, because anything that is valid or worth it takes time, you feel me? So it is what it is. I'm actually kind of happy that I'm making this video now, just because I know a lot of people can relate to it. When I made that TikTok video, I made the TikTok video about me not rushing One Piece, and everybody was saying that is the perfect way to experience the series. You know what I mean? If there's some slow parts that I want to go through, what the fuck? That is so scary. My bad, y'all. My music just started playing out of nowhere. That's Nujabez, if y'all don't know, bro. I'm sure y'all know Nujabez, bro. I don't know why that just started playing out of nowhere, though. Hey, I want to cut this out, but I'm not gonna cut it out, because if y'all listen to Nujabez, bro, if you listen to Nujabez, bro, you're a real one, bro. If y'all listen to Nujabez, he's the artist who was one of the main musicians in Samurai Champloo. That's the GOAT, man. You feel me? So, but yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of this video, bro. I hope you guys are doing well, taking everything day by day, you know, embracing your struggles, knowing that it's not the end. Taking one day at a time, bro, and keep going no matter what, bro. Love you guys. Hope you guys stay safe, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.